In the latest update for World of Tanks Blitz, the ISU-130 became an absolute beast, which is saying something because I already really like this vehicle. A couple weeks ago, I made a video on this tank talking about why it's actually quite an enjoyable premium. It's got a solid gun, really good dispersion and accuracy for the alpha damage and level of DPM it features. Well, in the latest update of World of Tanks Blitz, Wargaming has given this vehicle a whole plethora of consumables, and we can actually see them here. The vehicle now has reticle calibration, improved engine power boost, and most importantly, tungsten shells. If you pair tungsten with adrenaline, this vehicle has truly incredible levels of damage per minute. And not only that, but the ISU-130 features a very special and unique gun. I wish that there were tier 10s that featured a gun like this, or at least one maybe specific line, because it would be very cool. Essentially, your premium shells deal less pen than your standard, but deal more damage. It's basically like a high explosive shell without firing HE. So you have 100 and like, actually, it might even be more than 100. I think it's upwards of 200. Yeah, 232 mils of premium pen, and you deal 530 damage per shot, where your normal alpha is 460. That is quite a substantial increase in your damage per shot. And, I mean, what is that, 70 more alpha? That's quite a bit. So, because of that, the ISU-130 already does a lot. But with tungsten, the vehicle now rolls on average around 610-ish damage. So you can activate tungsten and basically have the same damage per shot as an ISU-152, with the only downside really being that you don't hit as hard when it's not activated. But you have such a faster reload, way better accuracy. I think this tank's going to be the way to go. So we arrive on Ghost Factory. Not a great map for tank destroyers, just because it's not got a lot of positions to actually snipe people from, but we will see how it ends up working out. Up against us, we have a Chrysler K, an IS-2SH, an IS-3, so pretty healthy vehicles there. In fact, the IS-2SH also got a rather substantial buff in the latest update. Might have to try that vehicle out at some point. It received, I think, tungsten and super speed boost and a bunch of other things, maybe even reactive, which may actually allow that vehicle to not be kind of dookie balls, but I don't know. That tank's still pretty mid, especially with the IS-3 buff and the fact that the vehicle has tungsten. The IS-3 is kind of a beast now. Alright, well, we are going to wait right here. I like this position a lot because anybody that makes an overpoke usually gets bled for it. But we can see that, well, 3 heavies are already detected in mid. So because of that, I am also going to make my way towards mid. Although there is a Pershing off to our side, which is surprising, to be honest. We're going to load in a premium AP, and there you go. Wow, that's the worst roll I've ever seen in my life, and we bled over half of our health for that, so, okay. Well, that's incredible. Thank you, Wargaming. I love this game. Oh, yeah. Apparently, we're getting punished, which is really impressive, actually, because all I wanted to do was shoot the heavies, but oh well. Yeah, we're already down to 376 health, making us a one-shot for quite a few vehicles on the enemy team. Well, I'm going to do what I originally wanted to do, which is make my way over here, get behind the enemy Caro. Let's activate our tungsten. There you go. 591 damage into his tank. That has got to hurt you quite a bit. Let's see, he pokes it. Okay. Well, it said it was all a pen, so I was expecting that we didn't need to aim for a specific weak spot. However, it looks like we did, as that shell did not actually deal any damage. Well, we have the Pershing off to our side, and I'd love to be able to shoot this Pershing. However, it looks like he is not making that a possibility. Okay, well, the Caro is dead. We have the Chrysler off to the side right here, aiming, and bonk. There you go. 550 damaging shell into that Chrysler. Don't think he enjoyed that. Again, like, this thing hits really hard, and when you're able to get this gun to connect, I mean, look at that, 530 juicer into that IS-2SH there. We're already over 2,000 damage. Even though we had a kind of poor start, we've definitely brought it back at this point. Let's see if the Jagdpanther decides to cross here. Oh, very close. There you go. 643. That is over half of the Jagdpanther gone in one shot. Again, absolutely ridiculous alpha damage this vehicle features. 504 shell into the enemy there, and we actually might out-reload the T-34 too. Yes, we actually do, but it doesn't matter, because dude's a one-shot anyway. Pretty easy stuff. I mean, we started off this game, but we brought it back, 3,400 damage. We've dealt a lot. We've supported our team. Yag Panther killed himself, so oh well. But maybe we'll be able to get a shell into the IS-2SH. No, we will not. Well, not that big of a deal. This is why the ISU-130 is so dangerous, is because, sure, like, the tank doesn't have much armor, but it's super accurate. I mean, for a caliber that deals this much damage, that was 3,400, and you have to realize that Calibrated also buffed AP pen lately, so this tank's AP Premium got actually a decent buff on its overall pen. And when you add that again with the fact that this thing is really accurate, it's 0.308 dispersion for a gun that is 2,900 DPM, even with Cali on, and the fact that the vehicle has 530 damage. Basically, if you're shooting the premium shells, you have about maybe 3,100 DPM effective. So add on tungsten and adrenaline, and you're probably looking over 4,000, 400 DPM, 4,400. I mean, that's insane. And, I mean, that first game, even though we didn't do great because we kind of got stuck, I saw the heavies detected, and I was like, oh, I'm going to go for the heavies. And then just randomly, the SP and Persian get spotted above me. It's just a little unfortunate. I kind of got pancaked where I was. But we still did fine, and that kind of shows you how crazy this tank is. We are now on Desert Sands, which is, an alright map. Again, not a great map for a tank destroyer. I mean, yes, you can sit on the rails and shoot at the mediums, but still not a great map in general, you know? That's the thing I always find funny. World of Tanks PC, in my opinion, has too many TD positions. World of Tanks PC, if you make a play, any aggressive play, there's a very high chance you're going to be instantly nuked by, like, 3 grills camping at spawn. On World of Tanks Blitz, it's either you run into a random 183 around a corner, or there's really not much TDs can really do. Now, I did not think a CS-52 is just going to be camping on rails, so let's just sit here, let's activate our tungsten, and, 587 juicer into his tank. Again, the damage that this thing can get out in one shot is really just unmatched. Alright, well, I'm going to try and help out my teammate here, and bye-bye! You thought you were special, but I assure you that you are not. You are not the main character. Neither are you. Oof, that was a low roll as well, but, not really sure why they're poking me, you know? Well, buddy boy, you're gonna regret it. Oh, we got a TS5 over here as well. Very interessante. Well, let's see if I can start by, possibly getting the clear onto the Skoda, and now we can make it over the ridge to shoot the TS5. He just fired, and, well, we're gonna aim it on his roof. Chunk, 511. Goodbye. Yeah, this tank's a little bit dangerous, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit dangerous. Well, let's see if we can just aim it on the Tiger. Who needs to aim when you can snap it? I mean, this tank is incredible. It really is. It's just, we're already at 3K. I mean, it's just the damage output on this vehicle is unmatched in Tier 8. It really is. If this gun was on a Tier 10 and you just upped the pen, actually, honestly, you don't even need to up the pen. If this was on a Tier 10, it would be an incredible Tier 10. So the fact that a Tier 8 gets this gun is ridiculous. I mean, look at that, 603 because we activate tungsten. The heck? That brought us way, way higher on damage. Alright, well, we got the Borsig, and there you go. Borsig is cleared, and the reason I shot the Borsig is because I know that the Skoda is on reload, so we can clear both of these tanks. Ha-ha! Look at that. That's how you pick and choose your clears. So there you go. We got 5 kills, 3,800 damage, and a steamroll at that. I mean, what are you supposed to do to really counter this tank? That's my question. When you're getting hit for 600 every, like, 8 seconds, I don't know what the reload is on this thing. Okay, 9 seconds. When you're getting hit for 600 every 9 seconds, and the chance of you bouncing the shot is very low, what are you really going to do about it? That's my question. I don't really know. This is, in my opinion, the best tank destroyer in Tier 8 right now. Yes, the Semovente Contra Caro is overpowered, but I'm not really considering that a tank destroyer. The SMV Contra Caro 64 is a heavy tank, just with the tank destroyer designation. This is a full-blown TD. You are a non-turreted vehicle with very little armor. But the gun is so incredibly good on this tank that it completely makes up for the other, just downsides about it. I mean, you literally have Waffenträger Ritter levels of DPM with your tungsten and adrenaline with a accurate, crazy gun. It's just insane. I did not expect to have this much fun playing in this tank, but that was the same result last time I played in it. And now that it has tungsten, it's just incredible. So yeah, hopefully enjoyed today's video. If you'd like to see more like it, please consider smashing that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.